Well, the act of receiving and giving is growing and getting bigger and getting stronger. I hope in my other videos of sending and receiving and what it feels like has kind of inspired you to really enjoy, get the true enjoyment of what it is to give. I mean, the gift of giving is so much bigger. You get so much out of it by giving. I mean, I'm giving. I'm getting up every day and I'm giving away the information that I know, and I'm doing it free. And what I'm getting in return is like, oh my God, it was so well worth giving. And if we want to be stuck on the money thing and money is the way to make shit happen, I have been sort of given, okay, how can we clean up the whole friggin' planet? How can it be done by 2012? We seem to be focused on this 2012 bit, and that it's going to be this big awakening. And it says it's the end of time. Well, yeah, the end of time is getting rid of the time frame of when to make shit happen. If you don't have time involved in your reality, shit tends to happen a lot faster. Plus, it's like, when do you notice time? The only time you notice time is when you're doing something you hate, but time flies. You don't even pay attention to time when you're having fun. The only time you have notice of time when you're having fun is when it's about to begin and when it needs to end. But if you were having fun all the friggin' time will fly constantly, and you can't even make a Mayan calendar. You can't even recognize any type of pattern because that's all involved in time, the distance of making shit happen. That's what the Mayan calendars are. That's what all these prophecies are about. They're all involved with time. This is the time this will happen. But if you get rid of time, that's a suggestion that you're going to have a lot of fun. That's the time that heaven is going to be created, because it's like, when do you experience heaven? It's like when you're really enjoying your shit, when you're really enjoying all aspects of life. That's heaven to you, right? So that means that when we get rid of time, it's going to be filled up with every second of that kind of experience. So, and the only way you can create that is with this awareness. So that's why it's kind of putting pieces of the puzzle together of what this 2012 thing is going to be about, this awareness, and what this awareness is going to create, and why it is going to be the end of time. It's not the end, it's the end of these times. It's not going to be the end of the planet, or everything's going to be destroyed. It's like, no, it's the total opposite. This is where everything starts to begin, and we're going to have so much fun in it that we won't even notice time anymore. So the new times will have no time. Okay, so, and we're creating this focused attention on 2012. What does 2012 mean? We're all paying attention to that friggin' date. By that December date, it's like something's going to happen right on that date. I'm going to pay attention to it. The whole freaking globe is paying attention to that time. So we've got a lot of energy waiting for this shit to happen. So when you put like a business plan of, okay, how do we make this awareness come true? And how can you do it within a 2-year time frame? Well, it is a 2-year time frame that I see. And what I have seen is I have to improve my communications by December of this year. If I work on my communication skills enough, then the next stage of the business plan can fall into place, and then it'll take a 2-year time frame to actually unfold everything. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I need to improve what I'm doing by this December. And if I can put out what I know to be true and communicate this message really, really well by December of this year, there is a second part to this plan. And that needs to be unfolded. And if we're going to be stuck on money, you know, and see that money is the way that's going to motivate us to do something, then yeah, it takes a little bit of money. So if anybody wants to give, there is a way, but it needs some funding. But this funding of this second stage of this idea is the raising of more money that motivates everybody to do what they need to do. So it's like if you give to this second stage, then the only thing you're given is you're given to yourself, because the second stage doesn't have anything to do with me. It just is, okay, there's the plan. It has nothing to do with me. The plan is everybody. So it would affect everybody and not just me. And I'm not the leader. You know, I've just been given some information that I'm sharing, but in this act of sending and receiving, and this feeling of this expression of that experience is affecting me in an overwhelming way, but it's also affecting the giver in a very overwhelming way, according to what he's saying to me. So we're kind of introducing on YouTube here what it actually feels like to really, really enjoy giving, to really, really see what you get back when you can only give by feeling amazing. If you're giving your money away and you feel like shit doing so, then you've given your money away to something you don't like. So it's like, why do you keep giving your money away to something that makes you feel like shit? But you need to be awake of, if I give my money in the right direction, I will feel good about it. And it's not so much just my ideas. There's a lot of other ideas that need to be supported. Like, for example, the guy that gave to me, I'm anxious as hell to find out what he's creating, what he's working on, because clearly it's going to affect the whole entire planet. And it'll be good for the whole entire planet because it's so filled with so much friggin' positive energy. He has some blocks that are preventing it. He even used in his email, I have this excuse. So, and those excuses are unknown problems that we just need to transform. And a second that he recognizes the transformation of the excuse that he's using, the faster his plan will unfold. So it's like, I want to kind of know what that is, because I want to kind of support it, want to kind of get a lot of other people supporting it, and then his will unfold. Because when you receive, and you receive with a sense of greed, then you won't know how to give back. But if you know how to receive by this passion of, oh my God, I got to give you something back, I got to do more. You know, it's like if somebody gives you a compliment, it's like, oh, that was good. As soon as you know what's good, don't you want to do more of what's good? Because it got you so much attention doing everything that was good. You know, as soon as somebody complains, don't you want to kind of prove that, you know, I am right and there's a lot of negative energy and you feel really shitty about it, you know, like kind of don't want to do more of everything that people are complaining. You actually turn into everything that people complain about if you can kind of pay attention to what it is you're doing. You know, as soon as somebody makes a complaint at you and you know you're not doing that, they put so much energy into it that the next thing you know, you're going to turn into it. My father's an example. He didn't want his kids on welfare. You know, I'm trying to prove to him I'm smart. I'm not what you think I am, you know, but the more he kept throwing energy that all women just get pregnant and then end up on welfare, well, guess what? The whole friggin' system has me on a welfare system. Did my father ever predict that one right? Meanwhile, I'm proving to him, my actions have proven to him that I am smarter than that, and I fought going on this system as much as possible because then that would prove he's right. It seems my whole plan came together when it's like, okay, you're right, I'm wrong. I'm a stupid shit. You know, I know, fuck all. And as soon as I started saying that, they started paying me. They started paying me for being crazy. Makes no sense at all, but my father predicted it. He put so much energy out there that his kids that he didn't want to be on welfare ended up being on welfare. And it's like, you shouldn't have said that, because if he would have said what I was good at, it was like I would have been doing more and more of everything that was good. So that's where, you know, if you are receiving, then you know what you're doing right, but it should also give you the, I gotta pay you back. I got to give you more. You know, I got to support you more because you recognize what I was doing right. So now, to make it short, oh, damn it, I got to make another video. I ran out of time.